Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Thursday, the 12th of May, 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we bring you the 5 news items that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 closed down 1.8% today to 6,941 points, its lowest finish since January and the first time it's ended under 7,000 points since March. Triggering the fall was figures in the US overnight showing inflation remains a problem in the world's biggest economy. It wasn't pretty today, especially for the tech stocks. The ASX Information Technology Index closed down a massive 8.7%, led lower by zero. More of that in a moment. All 11 sub-indices went backwards today. Where to start? How about all of the top 25 stocks lost ground, except for 2, Commonwealth Bank and National Australia Bank. Companies that fell more than 3% included Aristocrat Leisure, Macquarie Group, Woodside Petroleum, REA and Goodman Group. One company to buck the trend was explosives operation Orica. It rose nearly 5%, easily the best on the day, after announcing higher than expected revenue and earnings. Story number 2, Commonwealth Bank made a cash profit for the March quarter of $2.4 billion, but profit margins have been squeezed. While the value of its home loan book has risen, interest income has fallen because of the competition in the market. Chief Executive Officer Matt Comyn said the rising interest rate environment would help out. Credit quality remained strong, costs were down slightly. All in all, a pretty solid result, and its share price ended up 0.7%. Story number 3, tech giant Xero reported record revenue for the year to March 31, but that didn't stop its share price tumbling 11% today. Not so long ago, Xero was a share market darling, but after yesterday's fall, its share price is close to half where it started the year. There was strong top-line growth during the March quarter thanks to price rises, subscriber growth and acquisitions, but the group continues to burn through cash, in large part because it's spending on design and development again, and sales and marketing. Story number 4, cryptocurrencies are having a hard time of it as inflation rises around the world. Bitcoin fell to just $28,000 a unit this morning before recovering somewhat to trade just under $30,000 a unit. It's now about 1/3 of its value of late last year. The largest US cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase, has also been sold down ferociously, including a 23% sell-off this morning after warning that trading volumes and monthly transactions were lower than expected. Then there's Terra USD, the algorithmic stablecoin that's at risk of complete collapse amid a breakdown in the price of a crypto token in the same ecosystem. That token's called Luna. All that happened on the day that Australia's first exchange-traded funds based on Bitcoin and Ethereum were launched. The ETFs will invest directly in the two cryptos and give investors a relatively simple way of investing in those digital currencies. It was an inauspicious opening, though, with low trading volumes and little change in values. Given what happened overseas, that's probably not a bad result. And story number 5, Wall Street fell again this morning and the broad-based S&P 500 has now given back about half the gains it made since the pandemic began. It's up about 18% since February 2020 and down about 18% from its highs of late last year. Some sectors, banks, cruise lines and home builders, are flat to lower than when the pandemic hit. Even some of the tech and entertainment stocks, Amazon, Walt Disney and Netflix, are worth less than before COVID hit, according to Bloomberg. And there's not a lot of positive sentiment given inflation and interest rates in the US are rising. In fact, late last night, figures show that inflation in the US rose at an annualised rate of 8.3% last month, slower than April, but still ahead of what most people expected. President Joe Biden said it was his top domestic priority. That's it for the afternoon report for Thursday, the 12th of May, 2022. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Twitter and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Friday Fast Five by Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.